Hello everybody, this is VerticalSandwich and welcome back to Let's Play Simpsons Hit and Run. And we are standing outside of the house. Look at Homer March. Fun, fun, fun. We got some cleanup to do in this level, so we'll be running around doing that. Hooray! Cleanup. I looked some stuff up and found some places where, some really obvious places where stuff is, so we'll be cleaning up, everything I could find, so. Look at him march! Cute. Sometimes he does other stuff. I think it depends on their costumes, what they do when you kind of leave them sit like that. Whatever. So anyway, so I found out that at the end of the block here, by the Simpsons house, is Ralph Wiggum's house, and in the backyard, there's a bunch of stuff. So who knew? We should be able to get the rest of the collector's cards and the rest of the gags. I don't know if we'll be able to get all of the wasps, but... or Wasp cameras, but there's one there, so we'll at least get one closer. Kill that Wasp. There we go. Ba-bam. Love that. Alright. Then we can always use more coins. Okay. And we got a collector card, so easy stuff. Just up on the shed and grab the card. Three dimensions screws me again. Come on. I guess you gotta get on the trash can to jump up there.
I can sell this on the internet.
Alright, Insanity Pepper from the infamous Johnny Cash episode. The episode that got me watching The Simpsons in the first place. It's a long story, but, well, I guess we got nothing but time. I kind of casually always, like, I'd watch The Simpsons for, like, the first 3 seasons, like 4 seasons. And then one day I was just like watching a rerun and that episode came on and I just thought that's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Like they got Johnny Cash to play like a talking coyote. Oh my god. And so I started taping episodes until I could get that one on tape. And by the way, the TV in the house there, that's one of the gags we missed. So now you know. Anyway, so I decided to tape episodes until I got that one on tape because this was back before any of the seasons had come out on DVD. And I ended up having to tape the show for a year and filling, I think, eight 8-hour-long tapes full episodes.
Get out of my way.
And I ended up getting like the entire 13th season on tape and stuff. I mean, while it was the new season, and just fell more and more in love with the show. Like the more I kind of taped it and watched it and stuff, and then I went through kind of a real rough patch, and I watched a lot of that stuff just to kind of cheer me up. I mean, it was really. Kind of. This swing set, by the way, this little playground by the Simpsons house, it has a bunch of stuff in it that we missed, so. Oh man, that's buggy as hell, look at that. Anyway, so I was going through like a little rough patch in my life, and I watched a lot of Simpsons episodes, like a lot of the Simpsons episodes I taped to kind of cheer me up. So, which is why I own the first 13 seasons all on DVD, because, I don't know, they were important to me at once, or one time. Like, I don't know, I really loved some of those episodes. So anyway, so we missed a gag in the Quickie Mart, and I mean, who knew? There were like 4 in here that we got, and apparently there's a 5th one, and it's the squishy machine. Yeah, you turn it on, explodes, it covers everything with squishy. So alright, so we're making good progress here. That's nice. And back to the car.
Let's roll.
Hooray us!
I'm a lean, mean speed thingy.
He's a lean, mean speed thingy. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, that kind of started my obsession with The Simpsons, and that kind of branched into like Futurama. And I'm actually just a big animation fan anyway. Except Family Guy. I really like.
Ow, my head!
I don't know, I just, like, Family Guy was funny for a while, but it's just kind of so, like, I'm just tired of random cutaway gags. I actually think South Park did a really good job of parodying, Family Guy in their Cartoon Wars episode. And I get a lot of people like Family Guy, I think it's really funny, I know. Okay, so we missed a gag here in the school, and, this one's really obvious. Or not obvious, the opposite of obvious. This one's really easy to miss, so, I mean, I understand how we missed it. It's just this fire hydrant, and like when you're or fire extinguisher, and when you're standing by it, you just think that that triangle is for Lisa, but it's not. So we've got one gag left, and one collector card, and I know where both those are. So onward.
Well, it's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. Alright, driving, driving, driving. Keep those doggies driving. Driving in your car, rawhide.
Done. Woohoo!
I actually have a decent singing voice. I'm not gonna pretend that I mean, you know, when I sing horribly here for comic effect, it's just that. I think I already checked this to see if there was a wasp here, but it just looks like an area where there'd be a wasp. But apparently not. So yeah, I sing really badly for kind of comic effect or whatever, just to kind of lighten the mood, but my singing voice is okay. So I mean, it's not, you know, I'm not gonna win American Idol next year or anything. I'm too old to enter American Idol. I don't watch American Idol, but I understand the concept. Although, you know, I do watch America's Got Talent, which is it's kind of weird that I would like one and not like the other. So anyway, so over here, there's this dead-end street by Mr. Burns' house, and there's a collector card back here, and it's funny because actually I was watching my earlier video, noticed that there actually was a trail of coins going right up to it that we missed. So we'll have to be better about that in the future. And this unlocks the bonus game. Like, these collector cards unlock levels in the bonus game, and the bonus game is really lame. It's this really kind of lame multiplayer game. I'll show it later, but probably when I've got everything unlocked, I'll show it. And I might be missing something. I mean, maybe there are other aspects of the bonus game that I just don't get. But it looked really, really dumb to me. So anyway, I only put it on for a little bit. But so anyway, so we're heading to Homer's workstation to get the last gag, because we missed a gag there. That, again, is another one that, in retrospect, was really, really obvious. I don't know how we missed it, but we did. And it's really hard to drive through these tunnels without hitting a bunch of these guys in their radioactive uniform things, hazmat uniforms. I worked with a guy once who had spent, like, 7 months in a hazmat suit every day, sifting through 9/11 rubble. And the stories he told were just horrific. Not to, I mean... So anyway, so that's the end. That's the last level gag right there, and here comes a skeleton. But I mean, I can't imagine like just going to work every day in a warehouse to like look for body parts. Ugh, it's just. And like I said, he just like the stories he would tell about, like, you know, that they were supposed to get rotated off like every month or 2 months or something, and it just never happened. Like, they said that's what they were gonna do to kind of minimize psychological stuff, but like this has really messed this guy up. So, which, I mean, you know, and 9/11 was traumatic all by itself. Really need, you know, them to, you know, make archaeologists kind of spend extra time. But, and don't get me wrong, that's not that, you know, I mean, there are worse things in the world, but that's, for me, that's pretty far up there. And for an archaeologist, that's about a worst case scenario. Again, you know, we're playing a Simpsons video game, and like, I need to kind of stop talking about crazy things like serial killers and 9/11. I mean, you know, we're jumping on hay. I grew up on a farm, and there was a really big barn that all they did was stored hay in, and we'd go jump around in the hay a lot, climb around in the hay, and build forts out of the bales and stuff. Just those kids. It also was like the farm I grew up on was halfway between like the stream and this river, so you could like go either way and like fish. And in the spring it was really easy to catch like baby snapping turtles and stuff. So I don't know. So that's what I spent a lot of my childhood doing, was like playing in the mud and catching turtles and keeping frogs as pets and things like that. So yeah, so nothing wrong with that. Except I could always catch snapping turtles. I could never catch painted turtles. Like, I never found any painted turtles that were like small, but like get little snapping turtles. No, I don't know. I mean, and they'd be tiny. They'd be like the size of like a 50-cent piece. And you just find them in the spring, like they'd wash out of the mud and they'd just be like floating down, like stream, and they'd be like kind of catatonic. And you take them home, and once they warmed up, they'd like, you know, start moving around and acting alive again. And you know, you keep them until like fall, and then you like let them go because they got to bury themselves in the mud again. And like kind of every year, just have a different snapping turtle. I don't know. That was, like I said, that was a lot of my youth. There's a box turtle in the yard here the other day, which is really weird because like we're not very close to water here and stuff. So, but this big angry-looking box turtle. He really was not happy to see me. I mean, what turtle would be really? A turtle to know that I'm its friend. Alright, so we're gonna do some stuff in level 2 here, so... Or actually, you know what?
I gotta get the new Bone Stormer over his Uncle's Millhouse. I'm standing right here, Bart.
I'm standing right here, Bart.
You better get out of here, Bart. Principal Skinner's looking for everyone that skipped school today. And when you're
so anyway, so we're gonna do the first mission in level 2 because I'm kind of out of stuff. I'm gonna have to look up where those last Wasp cameras are to 100% that level or whatever. So yeah, we'll be doing this, and this mission actually gave me a lot of trouble because what I thought was, well, first off, there's a collector's card on the top of the statue, and we're gonna get that because you know we're right at it. So and it's the Jebediah's head collector's card, which seems really obvious because it is really obvious. So like I said, we're gonna jump up and get that if we can figure out how to jump in 3 dimensions again. Oh God. That's some unnecessary stuff I'm making you watch me do. Alright, well, whatever.
Must collect more.
So anyway, so opening level 2 opens up this new vehicle, which, I don't know, I mean... It's an okay vehicle. But, okay, so this mission really confused me because what I thought you had to do was that you just had to drive to the try and save even after you run into Principal Skinner, but actually what you're doing is you're driving to Principal Skinner and then you have to lose him. Like, you have to empty out the distance bar so he's far enough away from you that he can't find you. Which is easier said than done. And then once you do that, it'll start the second half of the mission, which is, you know, driving to try and save. So... I had no idea, so I was trying to like find the try and save, and obviously like all the arrows in the street disappeared, and I don't know the layout of this level yet, so like there was no way I could find the try and save, and it wouldn't have mattered if I did because Skinner was chasing me.
You mean there's more?
So, okay, and that's what happens if you get to the hit and run. I don't know if we've done a hit and run yet, but like what happens is the cops come after you and they'll smash into you until they, I don't know, until apparently they get control of you, and then you get a ticket, and then they move on.
Whee!
Well, we don't have a lot of time to put distance between us and Skinner, so you'll probably be seeing try 2 at this. Oh, maybe not. He must be stuck somewhere. Look at that distance bar just go down.
That was so cool.
Awesome. Look at that. So anyway, so yeah, so now it'll kick in the like drive to the try and save. Which, you know, whatever. So we'll be driving there, and that'll conclude the mission, and God, we got a long video, so we'll probably be cutting it off once we get there. Yeah, we'll be cutting it off pretty quick. We get about a minute left. So this is a gag, so we'll take care of this. And kill our soda machine, and then complete our mission, and then, you know, thank you guys for watching. And, you know, I'll see you next time. Or talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.
Crazy lady destroyed all the rest. When will they learn?
Yeah, it was our mom, Marge.